Do you recall if there was anything on the driver's head, a hat or anything of that nature?
Yes, there was. It was a felt hairline. That's what I saw. I saw it. It was a peninsula, and it went a little something like this. Hit it. This is day
Do you
5.
recall if the driver had hair? Any hair whatsoever?
I recall seeing facial hair.
It's day 5.
Any hair on their head?
I don't recall at the moment as we sit today
Hit the like
picturing exactly
button.
that if I saw hair or if I didn't.
Any reason why you wouldn't be able to see the driver's head?
My eyes were locked on a vehicle that was driving at a high rate of speed with the person driving the vehicle's eyes extremely wide. And then at that moment, my full attention went to my children where that vehicle was driving at a very high rate of speed.
So it would be fair to say that because you keep making reference to the eyes. So would it be fair to say then that because you were so fixated on the eyes that it would be hard to tell any other features of the driver?
I'm stating what I saw. White eyes, black male, facial hair.
Would it being so fixated on the eyes, would that in any way make it hard for you to see any other facial description?
I'm not sure your definition of hard.
Thank you, Carl.
Saw.
Do you recall if there was anything on the driver's head, a hat or anything of that nature?
I don't. Yes, there was. It was a fucked up hairline. That's what I saw. I saw. Yes, I did see something on his head. It was a peninsula. Looked something like this, and it went a little something like this. Hit it. Peninsula, the peninsula.
You said that it was an
Pat.
African
See
American
what's
male.
going
Do you
on?
recall a skin complexion?
I do.
Was it a dark skin complexion?
It was.
Runaway hairline. No, poor thing. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Would it be fair to say that who you identified today does not have a dark complexion?
I guess it depends upon the definition.
It will be an island any moment now.
What is your definition of dark? Because in all fairness, you said dark skin. So what would be your definition of
black
dark
person?
Skin?
A person who ain't
dark
white.
Skin as present on my interaction with black males in the past.
So every black male that you've had an interaction with was dark skinned?
Again, it depends. There's different complexions.
Clearly not. If he's calling you a black person and you're not dark skinned, dumbass, like you don't make any sense. If he said that you were dark and you're clearly fucking not, Daryl, okay, somebody stole your melanin in the night while you slept, okay? They stole it from you. In fact, you probably sold it so you could buy some of that stuff you used to like so much.
Of dark.
Help my baby out.
What complexion or what your definition of dark is.
I'm asking your definition because you said dark skin.
Yeah, I'm going to object to this line of questioning.
The
The point has been made. This witness identified the defendant, Darrell Brooks, as a person driving the car. I think he's asked the question about dark skin. I think that this has been asked and answered.
Objection.
I'm going to sustain the objection as to the form of the question. I believe the way it's asked is argumentative. You may rephrase if you so choose.
May my objection be noted that I do not identify by that name, nor do I know anybody by that name. I don't consent to being called that name. Have you had any previous interactions with African Americans that were not dark skinned?
Oh my God, Daryl.
Brownson.
Get over it, Daryl.
Overruled. It relates to his
Get over
identification. He may answer.
April.
As stated before, my interactions with black males before, there are different levels of complexion and color tones, darker versus lighter. And I have interacted with black males before that have been both lighter and darker skin tones, yes.
Would it be fair to say that you didn't give that clarification when asked before?
I don't understand your question.
Yeah,
Would
because
it be
it's
fair
stupid.
to say that you did not give that clarification when asked the same question before?
What clarification are you referring to?
You strictly said.
He's like, I don't understand. So Daryl just repeats the question the exact same way.
The skin tone, you came to the
thank you, Dawn. Thank you for
conclusion
putting
that
out.
it was dark skin based on your interactions with African American males before. Would it be fair to say that that's what you testified to?
That I can identify the skin tone color is what I stated, and the person that was driving the vehicle had a darker skin tone.
May I have that paperback that he has? I might have a question from the check. That specific
Hey.
part of it. From your recollection of the interview with law enforcement,
Oh.
do you recall stating that you don't vividly recall any acceleration?
I do recall stating that.
And just for clarification for the record, you did not see the vehicle strike anyone once it was past your location.
101 likes. Thank you,
When
Harrison.
it passed
Thank
me,
you. Hit the
I
like
saw the vehicle
button.
strike my daughter.
The location where you were at.
Scotland,
you made reference to
Joanne.
being near that intersection corner, I think it was.
The
So
intersection
once it was
corner,
past
girl.
that location is what I'm referring to.
The
So after the vehicle
location.
struck my daughter and then past that location, I ran to my daughter as stated, and I did not see, other than the vehicle back towards Main Street, the vehicle strike another human being.
So you did not see it, just for clarification, because that was a lot of commentary.
That is
Clarification for the record, you did not see it strike anyone else once it was past that location where you and your family were.
Maxine.
That is correct.
Hey, boo.
No further questions.
Any redirect? All right, thank you, sir. You may step down.
Now y'all may go home and check on your houses for the storm. There's a storm a brewing. Daryl says I gotta check on my family and my estate. Daryl gotta check on his estate, y'all, because it's all about the estate. You know, it's all about the estate. Is what it's about.
Mr. Brooks, I'm reviewing this for completeness, and you have simply put on here, state of Wisconsin plaintiff. That's an entity. You have to name a person, sir. Well, the date we would fill in. So I'll have it shown to the state, and they can let me know their position on that.
Any legal basis why that would not be accepted, Your Honor?
You have to have a person named, sir, so that they can come and testify. You only
Yeah,
have
you
an
got to
entity
name a
named.
person.
Is it not true that under the Sixth Amendment I have the right to face my accuser?
Mr. Brooks, let me hear from
Daryl, you can't face nobody. You gotta look up at everybody, cause ye so little. I didn't, because I couldn't find it, mine.
Yes, Your Honor, I agree with the court's assessment. The subpoena does not state a person. The subpoena form specifically indicates that the person requesting the subpoena is to indicate the witness's name and address. Mr. Brooks has simply written the word state of Wisconsin plaintiff for the witness name. The state of Wisconsin is an entity. It's not a person. The state of Wisconsin cannot testify at these proceedings, so the subpoena should be rejected, Your Honor.
I get it.
Accepted. So I don't see the difference with this subpoena not being accepted for the reasons that Attorney Opper just stated.
Mr. Brooks, in relation to that subpoena, based upon my review for completeness, this court would note you have not named a person, you've named an entity, and the subpoena will be kept on file as part of the court record, but I'm not going to require the state of Wisconsin to testify in this case because they are an entity and you have not named a person.
Are they not? Or are they not the plaintiff, Your Honor?
They are the plaintiff in this case, sir.
And why are they not able to testify, being that
Sir,
they...
you've named an entity, not a person. People are called to the witness
People.
stand
You gotta
to
call
testify.
people.
You have had an opportunity to
No.
cross-examine every single person who
Daryl, you sound dumb. Daryl, you sound dumb. Cause you sound dumb. Okay. You can't call the state to come sit on the stand. You just can't. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't make the rules. I just laugh at them when you try to use them. I don't understand why my constitutional rights can't have the whole state that all hate me. The whole state hate me. Okay? But I want to have that whole state still come sit somehow in that chair next to you, Your Honor. And I don't understand why my Constitution can't make that happen. My Constitution demands it. In what part of Daryl's mind did he think that was going to work? Like, did he discuss this with his mother? Whenever I think about him saying that, I feel like he talked about that with Dawn. I feel like him and Dawn talked about that over the phone. You know, only a person can bring charges. This thing says it's the state of Wisconsin. And you get to question your accuser. Your accuser is the state of Wisconsin. So they can't get them to come in. They're going to have to send you home. Now, when I say home, I mean somewhere else because you can't come back here. I think that's how the conversation with Dawn happened. Like, what was the plan? Even if he got out, where was he going to go? He didn't have anywhere to go. Like, he ruined his home / his mother's car. You know, he can't go in his mother's house because he shot at his nephew and there's a restraining order that says so. And in all honesty, he wasn't supposed to be living in the driveway either of that house because it's still too fucking close from his restraining order. He wasn't even supposed to be in that fucking driveway. Just always breaking the fucking rules, you know, just fucking because.
Who has been called by the state to testify in this trial. I believe that your Sixth Amendment rights have been complied with.
Not if I'm not allowed to face my accuser, Your Honor.
I know that's
my
right.
accuser
They
in
got
this
rid of
matter
him.
would be the state of Wisconsin. And with all
Sir,
due
I believe your
respect,
Sixth Amendment rights in that regard have been complied with.
Again,
I'm
all due
requesting
respect. Here
a
come
written
his
judicial
respect.
finding of fact and conclusion of law on this issue for the grounds that I just stated.
Yes,
It would seem, based on the Sixth Amendment, that I'm not being awarded the chance to face my accuser, which
Get no
I
awards.
should be awarded that
No awards
based
for you.
on the Sixth Amendment. If
Fuck
I'm
you,
not
Daryl.
able to face my accuser, then how can the claim even stand?
Daryl, you can't face your accuser because you can't look him in the eye because you'd be too short. Now, what you would be doing is maybe looking up at underneath of his chin. You'd be looking at your accuser's neck, you know, maybe like chin, you know, under their chin. Okay? Peach fuzz, if you will. That's what you be looking at. You can't look him in the fucking eye. You're too little. You're too little for that. And you know that I'm right.
How can a claim be brought against my client if I'm
Hit
not
the like
able
button.
to face the
147
accuser?
people. Hit the
So
like
this case
button.
is a criminal case in a court of competent jurisdiction in the state of Wisconsin, Waukesha County. This case was initiated initially by the filing of a criminal complaint. Then there was a preliminary hearing where probable cause was found. After that point, there was an information that was filed. And at some point, an amended complaint, perhaps even a second amended complaint, was filed as well, putting you on notice of the charges and the factual basis for those charges, along with the statutes that are alleged to have been violated. I'm not going to explain any further why you can't call the state of Wisconsin in a way that you've subpoenaed them or attempted to subpoena them for the reasons I've already stated. I understand.
Your Honor, it's okay. You can say it because it's dumb. Because stupid. Just say that. Because stupid. You know, 2 words will knock it out for you. Because dumb. All right?
Stand where you might disagree with the court's ruling.
Oh, thank you,
but
Eric.
my ruling
I'm
stands.
sorry, Erica. Thank you, boo. Thank you,
I'm
boo.
not requiring the plaintiff in this case to serve that subpoena in any way for the defects I've already noted.
May I state for the record?
And I'm also, hold on, I'm also not going to issue a written decision on that. The record speaks for itself.
May I state for the record, Your
Daryl,
Honor,
the
that
turd
I have
hurler.
not even
Can't
seen
wait. Right,
a
Randy?
complaint in this matter. And the jurisdiction still has yet to be proven, which is another thing that needs to be challenged.
You would need to
There
be
has
challenged.
not been proven that
Okay.
there's subject matter jurisdiction as of yet. There's no verified proof of it. There's
Yeah, I got it.
no verified proof of even a claim, especially if I'm not
I know.
allowed
Where the
to
claim at,
face
Your
my
Honor?
accuser. And,
Come on.
I don't understand
Nobody accused me.
how you can make that judicial decision, Your
Why
Honor.
am I here?
It's clear discrepancies in
Clear. It's prejudice.
the paperwork of this matter. Like I said, I have yet to see
Evidence.
jurisdiction be proven. It has not been proven. I have yet to see a complaint. I have not seen that.
The court has
this
provided you
is
with,
not
I believe
muted.
it was the second amended criminal complaint, along with the information that was provided to you previously and noted on the record. I've already addressed your motion to dismiss previously. I'm not going to revisit that. There's no legal basis requiring me to do that, sir. The
Right, Glenn?
plaintiff in this matter has
He up in here with a straight face talking about they ain't even no victims. Can't nobody in here even, you know, say that I did anything. Like, where are you getting that from, Daryl? Like, where? Why? What? Oh, huh? Are you for real? Seems like they got a jurisdiction, Daryl. I don't know. I mean, don't it feel like to you that the jurisdiction is there? Like, if it ain't, then they handling you without it. They don't seem to need it, Daryl. I don't know. I mean, maybe they don't need the jurisdiction, Daryl. Seems like they got you, whether they got the jurisdiction or not. That means they're talented. They got you without even the jurisdiction.
presented witnesses to establish venue. And again, as I've noted previously, it's a criminal case with criminal charges with a second amended criminal complaint detailing the factual basis upon which these charges are based. We're a notice pleading state. And along with the information, you have been made aware of all of the charges and the penalties you face and the factual basis upon which the state has brought these charges. We are in the middle of trial. Your objections are noted. We will continue today with the jury trial.
For the record, may I respectfully move for interlocutory declaratory appeal on this matter, Your Honor?
Your request is noted for the record. I'm not an appellate court, sir.
For the record, may I move to stay these proceedings until this instant matter is adjudicated by a court of competent jurisdiction?
Your request is denied.
Based on what law or fact, Your Honor?
I've previously addressed the issue, sir,
So
based
you're
on
making-
law of the case.
Are you making a judicial determination that I'm not awarded my Sixth Amendment right to face my accuser?
I'm not making any such determination here today. All right.
What law or
I'm going to
fact?
turn to the district attorney's office. Do you have a witness available?
Yes, we're ready to proceed, Your Honor.
All right, our jurors here. All right, the jurors will be brought out, sir.
Your Honor, with all due respect for the record, you're avoiding my questions.
Mr. Brooks, I've addressed the issues that need to be addressed this morning. I've also addressed the same issues probably every day we've been in court. I know you may be dissatisfied with the response that I'm providing to you, but my responses stand.
It's not a dissatisfaction, Your Honor. It's a lack of understanding, which I don't have. I don't even understand the true nature and cause of the charges. And
Mr.
without,
Brooks, you've been made aware of them multiple times.
I do not understand this, is what I'm saying.
encourage you once again, if you don't understand anything, to seek the advice of an attorney. I cannot give you legal advice.
I'm not asking for that, Your Honor. I'm really asking why are my constitutional rights being prejudiced? It states under the Sixth Amendment that I have the
Sir, I've
right.
already addressed this. Okay, we're not going to have any further argument on this topic. All right, your Sixth Amendment rights are being honored no differently than any other defendant that has appeared in my court.
Have any other defendant not been awarded the opportunity to face their accuser?
You are facing your accuser, sir. Every single witness who's been on this stand, you have cross-examined.
None of those witnesses are making a claim. None of those witnesses are the plaintiff. None of those witnesses are identified as the injured party. An injured party has to make the claim, Your Honor. A
So
living.
it's my opinion that your belief as it relates to that is mistaken. It's not a lawful argument, and it's frivolous. I've directed your attention once again to the Beneby decision.
Is that not a federal case, a United States?
You're asking me for legal advice. I'm not going to provide that to
I'm
you,
not.
sir.
I'm just asking what kind of the case it was. Was it federal Supreme
It's a
Court
Seventh
case?
Circuit Court of Appeals case. We're in the Seventh Circuit, sir.
But you just stated that you're not a court of appeals. But you're citing a court of
No, but
appeals
Court of
case.
Appeals case law applies to this court, sir. I'm bound by legal precedent from the various courts that are above me.
And you're still not explaining how I'm not able to face my accuser, which is my Sixth Amendment constitutional right.
Sir, I'm not going to explain the law to you. I've made my decision. It stands.
I'm not arguing that part of it, Your Honor. I'm just merely
Do it to
stating
jurors.
for the record.
Yeah, I heard the door. Okay, thank you.
I'm merely stating for the record that I should be awarded my Sixth Amendment right to face my
Your
accuser.
objection is noted, sir, once again. We'll continue this morning. Thank you.
None of the witnesses that testified are the accuser. None of the witnesses that testified are the injured party, which the claim has to be made by a living, breathing human being.
Sir, I
which
think you're
has not.
confusing civil law with criminal law. That's what
No,
I'm
I'm
saying. on that.
confusing. I'm not confusing any law. The Constitution says that I have the right to face my accuser, and under the Sixth Amendment, I'm not being awarded that constitutional right. I think that definitely needs to be on record, and that definitely is the issue that needs
Your
to be
objection is
raised.
noted, sir. If you believe I've erred in that regard, you can raise that issue on appeal.
That would
If
be
you are
nice to
convicted.
know.
May I put Your Honor on notice that I intend to appeal that decision?
Your statement's noted for the record.
Is that a judicial determination? I will not be able to face my accuser, Your Honor.
I have not made any such determination, sir.
Will you be making a judicial determination?
Sir, I have not made any kind of determination that your Sixth Amendment rights have been violated. On the contrary, I believe this court has honored those rights.
Even with me not being able to face my accuser, which
That
is
is so
the state of
cool.
Your
Wisconsin, the
position
plaintiff.
is noted, sir.
Is that a
For the
judicial
record, I've already addressed it.
Is that a judicial determination?
Sir, the record speaks for itself.
Is that a judicial determination?
All right, I believe the jurors are coming out. All rise, please.
Are you going to answer that, Your Honor?
Further, I've answered it multiple times.
Is it a tacit agreement? Then I should be awarded my
No,
Sixth
not
Amendment
yet.
right to face my accuser.
Robert.
Or a judicial determination should be made.
Record to reflect that the jurors are coming
Look
in
at
for
him.
the morning.
He's
Good
so
morning, ladies and
attitude.
gentlemen.
The record shall also reflect that I received no answer to that question.
You ain't gonna get one either. Fuck you, Darrell.